Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check 50. Watch the seat.
Middle.
Now a run with Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Monday.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10.
Check nickel. Check 99.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. Now Rosen on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, it's Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone had...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On first down, Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Watch the call. We're going to 53.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Prescott. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long here for Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you. I got you. Here we go, 46.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott is going to let this go. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rosen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Taylor, not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's set it tall. Hey, kill. 56, Mike, 56.
Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Prescott flushed to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Prescott to throw this time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now it's Rosen looking. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Rosen. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie. As the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There you go. Line in. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Single, single. Single, single. Hey, kill.
Final play of the half. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the carry, it's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, foxtrot. Check.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kiki QT, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
Now it's Rosen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Prescott off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get him one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Again, it's Cook. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On 3rd and 1, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Rosen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because...
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Steps away to his left. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. It got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll fire one in. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Hunter Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Prescott from the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A second down throw for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once who
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll run with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
65. Chargers 38. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One last shot now for Prescott. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football.